Hi, this is Simon from Fingers on Plastic, and I'm with...
Optimus Prime! Hi!
We, because let's face it, you've all seen the thumbnail by now, we're going to be looking at Transformers R.E.D, Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. That's Transformers and Prime twice in one sentence.
Yes.
But anyway,
Right.
I'm liking this bot. I know there's been grumbling that the window's gone, but I really like the artwork.
Yeah, I completely agree. The artwork on these is phenomenal. I hadn't really looked too much at these previously, but there's that sort of like the paint all coming off. Looks really cool. And as a comparison, I have the other Beastie Prime there, so you can see one with a window and one without. And I gotta say, I'm really digging the picture.
Optimus Prime.
Ooh, you have an Optimus. Well, between us, we've got three primes.
Had a red figure there.
Muchos primes.
I quite like the artwork. I think it's really...
Yeah.
It's cameras. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I put this box up and you can see it. The camera's moving.
You could see, weirdly, you could see me reflected in your box. Oh, there's a phrase.
Should I edit that out? Who knows? Is that... Anyway,
let's see.
I like box art.
Yes, I think we're agreed on box artiness. Let's have a look at the sides.
I like the accessory sides.
Yeah,
I like that it's coming with a different... My camera's on a wander.
This is top quality. I think it's because it's covering your face. It's trying to find your face. That's what's going. Yeah, that's
Peekaboo.
That's
It
actually.
really is. Look at that. I like it's coming with the spare head.
Yes, I'm very much a fan of
I
that.
don't know what's with the monkey hands going on there, but I like the look of the gun and the swords as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Sorry, I was going to say, I'm guessing the way that the hands are sort of positioned is due to how his arms are, but we'll see when we open it.
I know. Do you know what I'm looking at now? And I was looking at it just in the thing now. I'm looking at it, actually looking at the box. It's clearly the... Oh no, because he doesn't hold his guns. It comes out to plug his guns in.
Who knows?
Who knows?
The back.
Some tasty product shots.
Yeah, he's looking quite sexy there.
It looks quite flexible as well.
Yeah, it does. It does. Nice little warning sticker of some description and the usual gumph.
Yeah.
And, more picture.
I am ready to open it. I've not opened it yet.
Yes. Let us do this thing. I didn't actually think
Family
to through. I'm going to go for the bottom because then the top's less ruined. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm sliding it out as we speak.
Yep. I'm just doing that.
Is yours in a little baggie?
Yeah. Have you not had any of these yet? I've had a couple of Marvel Legend figures like this, and they all come in little. Everything's in little bags now. Obligatory piece of gum paper.
Yeah, it looks like it's in. It looks like a bag of sweets.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to? So this is the tray with the baggie and the other baggie. So that's what that looks like. If anybody cares.
I'll let you show it because it's going to look better on yours.
Yeah, it's a bag and a bag and a separate bit, so you can pop it all back
If
together.
we unbag the little bag first.
Yes, let us get the little bag of sweets. So yeah, it's just tissue paper. It's quite nice. Well, this isn't actually even a bag. It's
tissue paper.
It's just folded up tissue paper. Hopefully it's clean.
Okay, I have questions.
What are your questions? What's up?
Is your stuff painted in any meaningful way?
Okay, so
because I'm looking at this nice box art, and then I'm looking at the extraordinarily bent sword in my hand.
Well, my sword is less bent. It is definitely. Let's try and get that straighter.
Both my swords are wonky.
Oh, I got quite straight swords.
And they're very thin and rubbery. And
they are. Yeah.
They've sort of painted one side. It's like, what?
There's some paint on there. There's at least one colour of small amount of paint.
Like edge. I've got an edge.
Yeah. Got an edge on one side and a silver splodge on the other, trying to
And then on the other side.
get that to
Kind
focus,
of
but I ain't gonna.
But that looks
Okay, well
lovely.
that's the swords. Let's
Look,
have a look at the gun. Gun looks nice, but has zero paint.
Zero paint.
Zero
At all.
Zero paint.
But it's a good looking gun, and
it does look nice.
It would look great if they'd have painted it.
Yes.
Like if this was painted, this would be a good looking gun.
And then here's Handy Hands, which again, no paint.
Okay. A gun holding hands.
Completely go mad.
But he doesn't hold guns.
Well, they're grippy hands.
They're grippy hands.
It's his kung fu grip for.
He can grip Bumblebee's neck. So he won't be able to. It won't be a red Bumblebee.
It's so that he can hold your face when he is given it. Yes.
Yeah, works.
Speaking of faces,
mine looks really sad.
Oh, can I get it to focus? So I put something behind it, like my hand. Come on, focus! You got a better far. This camera's really good, apart from not. Oh wait, it was in focus for a second there. Why did you go out of focus? You utter.
It looks like Transformers Prime.
Yes.
Without his face mask, it's decent.
It's
painted.
It is painted. There are
nice.
one colours of paint on here.
He's got nice eyes. He's got nice face. He's got the ears and the crest. It's quite small. Very difficult to hug.
Yeah, it looks good.
Nice.
I like it. Is your crest? What? I think the paint's a little. I don't know. It just seems a bit blue at the top there, but I think it's still
goes
light.
all the way. Okay.
Yeah. I've actually foolishly got my wrong glasses on, so I can't see things close up because
I only put mine on to try and find the start menu and all that to go.
Well, I've got to the age now where I need two different pairs of glasses to be able to see things close and far away.
Glasses.
Yes.
Right, are we ready for the main baggie?
Oh yes, my baggie is willing.
Okay. Oh, it's like opening a Christmas present.
We should have done this like pass the parcel. Again, not a bag. It's just a folded up bit of tissue paper. Well, the Marvel Legends ones I've had in the similar boxes, they've been bags as opposed to just paper, but that's fine.
He's.
What's your beef, son?
Well, he's sort of got a bit of a attitude.
Mine looks a little bit crammed up.
So hold on.
What?
Right, so look at his waist.
Yeah.
And his belly area, and it's the dull grey dead plastic, right?
Yeah.
Dire need of paint. Look at the back of his legs.
There's paint.
They've painted his calves.
Well, I mean, I can't actually tell what colour plastic that's moulded in. Maybe it's moulded in blue plastic, and that's the only reason why it's painted.
I have no idea, but they've painted, and it looks great. The back of his calves look amazing.
Oh, sorry, you want some calves. Thighs or calves? Which bit? The blue bit or the...
His actual cut, there's the silver, some of the mechanical detail right at the back where no one will see unless you display him backwards.
I suppose otherwise it was going to be blue.
But it looks good.
It does look good. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not complaining.
It looks better than the rest of him.
Yes, I concur. Right,
let's
just figure out where these...
But it's a nice looking figure. It looks like Optimus Prime from Prime. I like how it looks.
You got any trouble with your...
I mean, there are little...
I was complaining about mine not being quite right, and yours is hanging out at a weird, jaunty angle.
I think they're posable. Are they posable? I think, sort of, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're plug-in, so you can unplug them and move them about a bit. I think mine wants to keep listings.
A little. Although, hold on.
Can't get it out.
They're on his waist, not on. So if you move the actual figure, they stay still. I think it would be better.
Yeah,
if they
they're
bottom of the red.
they're attached. Yeah, definitely attached to the waist. That's a weird place to put.
I feel like we're focusing on negative. Like, the back of his calves are beautiful.
Okay, let's
Look at that.
let's have a quick look at it. Mine's got a slightly gammy leg, and yours has got slightly gammy, jaunty.
He feels fairly decent. Like,
Oh yeah, let's have
his
a
knees.
good.
Oh, I like his knees. His knees bend really nicely. That's decent. That's really decent. And yeah, he looks like Optimus Prime. I like the overall look, and I like that he's got the face mask head, so I don't have to pull his head off. And sad face on.
He is actually, I mean, aesthetically, he looks pretty special. It's really, really nice. I'm not a massive fan of the dull, dead grey plastic.
I hate it.
But
it badly needs to be painted.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you were to compare him to
paint.
this KO,
Look at that.
colour-wise, popping.
Infinitely better. That's the APC one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Infinitely better. That just looking at it.
Just purely on colours. I'm not gonna.
But I like the arm.
compare
The arm's got decent range. Bugger! Now I've caught his wonky thing again. Arms have got decent range.
Yeah, I mean the
Nice
posability wise, yeah, it's pretty much it's your standard sort of Marvel Legends G.I. Joe classified kind of thing with your elbow.
No, I don't
swivel.
get the action figures. I watched your
No.
videos of the Space Wolves, and they look decent.
Oh yeah,
they look a lot better than this.
Well, yes, but they are more premium and more expensive, and a lot smaller. I don't have one to hand.
Oh, do you have many G.I. Joe classified? Have you got any of those to hand?
I do. It's almost as if I've recently done a Snake Eyes video because I have an entire pile of Snake Eyes.
Oh, there you go.
So here is Snake Eyes next to him. Prime is roughly the same size, but they're not in scale. Let's face it. But in terms of posability, if we have to pop him down for a moment,
looks like
Snake on
the way behind.
Well, not massively. The joints you've got the stand. This is sort of the standard pattern for Hasbro sort of 16 scale figures. So you've got the shoulder there that moves sort of out and rotates, and then you've got doing
that on Prime. His shoulder stuff does get in the way.
Oh yeah, he's got
it's doable.
Shouldery kibble, and then
Bicep?
there's the bicep swivel.
Or my favourite
like,
term is someone not long ago coined, shellbow.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
That was
And then there's it's very similar. It's the double jointed elbow. So you've got two joints rather than one there, which means that you can get the arm pretty much sort of up like that. And then hand wise, I don't know what is on here. These hands.
It looks like he's supposed to have wrist, but it doesn't. Oh no, it does move. Yeah, decent.
Yeah.
His hands do this.
Yeah. So I mean, you can see from the loose one that there's a peg up the middle with a joint there, so you can bring it up and down, but also swivel. So yes,
Snake Eyes have chest. How's his chesticles?
His testicles. This one's not a very good example, but they do have normally an ab crunch. So
Prime's fairly decent ab crunch.
It's not
moving him around. He knocks these a lot. He's moving his waist and his chest. I think.
Yeah. But that's not a bad ab crunch. Said. Oh, actually, he hasn't got double jointed elbows, has he? He's got. Oh no, he has. The other joint is inside the red part. So yes, he has got double jointed elbows.
I like the little Autobot logo on his shot. Again, the red. It's just red plastic. I think it would have been nice if they'd have.
I mean, I'm not playing.
Oh, it's quite the. Oh my god! My Matrix is an absolute shambles paint-wise. Look at that. He's got...
mine's got gold pieces
everywhere.
all over the shop.
Does it come out, the Matrix?
I believe so. Get out of here. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. I've broken him. Broken it now.
Am
Got the Matrix out. Yeah, no, it did, but his boob window fell off.
Oh really? Mine was okay.
No, it was probably
My Matrix has paint just all over the shop. Like,
well, I mean, you know, we complain when there's no paint, and then we complain when there is paint.
Half the handle.
Just never happy.
Half the handle is painted.
Yeah, I think you got about the same amount of paint as me. Additional. Yeah, it's not the cleanest of jobs.
It would be nice. It'd be nice if they then painted the handle. I think it's supposed to be black or at least nice dark gunmetal.
Yeah. So anything else?
The side's got little blue bits as well, so that's quite nice.
That is nice.
So it's nice he's got a Matrix in there. So yeah.
Yeah.
His legs. Oh dear.
His legs are
backwards at the thigh is not good. That's as far backwards as he's going.
Oh yeah, he's sort of impeded by his. So it's an often thing with these figures. Moving your legs backwards is often impeded by your butt flap.
Yeah, my butt flap.
But you know, he's got
really,
really good. That joint, hips. That's the word. It's got a good thigh gap going there.
The of him though is still the back of his calves.
Really you're upsetting. I think you've got to think about backs.
No, but look, it's nicely painted silver, and then it's got the black wheels and the blue bit of leg. So that bit is actually. Oh my God, camera, keep still.
It does look good. With mine, there's a lot of blue show. I don't know if you can see. There's a lot of blue showing through the silver. So whether or not I didn't get the additional finishing spray that yours perhaps got.
My legs look beautiful. They're the best part of the figure.
Yeah, I like the feet. The feet have got a nice range of movement there.
They have.
So lots of options.
I like the fact the little guard bit above the foot is loose as well. It's like a separate piece, so it can move.
Yes.
Pretty cool. So it's
lots of moviness there. That's actually.
And it feels quite nice in the hand.
Yeah, I like all of these figures. I
want to try and put a sword on him.
They definitely have a good weighty presence. They're very decent, sort of sturdy plastic. There's no denying there. And the detailing it's really good. There's no sort of lack of clarity in the mold.
If they'd have painted this figure, it'd be spectacular.
Well, in its defence, it is hardly the least amount of paint apps on a Hasbro figure in recent years. Oh yeah, yours look really good because they're so wibbly wobbly.
Like Megatron comes at him, and these swords are just like, I don't want to go. Not against Megatron.
They're like
Bumblebee.
Yeah,
I like
those are pretty cool.
That works quite good. I like that actually.
You do sort of okay.
Yeah. That is pretty cool. That is G1 Prime when he's slicing up those weird zombie things. I like that quite a lot. I reckon. So do his hands just? I'm guessing his hands just rip out and the guns go in.
Yeah, ordinarily with these, it's normally fairly tight.
Nice little popping.
Too tight. That's oh, now that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's not great.
That is snapperific. That is Brokey McBrokeface. Boo! 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 Oh, now my brother's. Oh, now my phone's going. This is all going very well. And the worst thing about that is that's going to be my nephew, and he's not going to. He'll be relentless. Anyway, sorry. The other one does look okay. It's not a joint at all. It's literally just a long peg, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the other one.
I'll put them in upside down.
That is going to snap. That is
I
totally
wouldn't do that if I were you. It
But-
looks like it's been chewed on.
No, it looks like it's been cut. Can you see? It's not chewed. It's a clean break. And I'm going to lose it in the hole if I try and put it in. And that's a bit bent. That's actually.
That looks really good. It's
So you had wobbly
much
swords.
better
I've
if it
got
was
wobbly
painted.
down. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, let's do a quick comparison to the APC. Now this is the APC premium painted one, and a more expensive figure to boot. But look at that, lovely,
I
lovely.
don't think it was
paint.
that more expensive, was it? I'm trying to remember how much APC Prime was. Because the first one was only like 30 quid, so it's only a couple of quid in there.
Yeah, I suppose.
And that
And that. Phew.
first edition mould is probably one of the best Transformer moulds of all time.
Oh, it is very nice, very posable, very lovely. Yeah. So
this
let's take
does look good, but it's screaming for paint.
Yes.
Screaming.
Very much so. I agree.
This one here, this box art. That's what, if they'd have done that. Look at the gun and the weight.
Where have I put the? Where's over there?
That is quite different.
Yeah, there is definitely paint on the gun there, isn't there? Not on the side shot, but in the action shot, they've definitely got more paint apps. But okay, let's stop.
I'd be quite
focusing-
tempted to go over it with. I might just get my paints out one day and go over them because the detailing and everything on the gun's really nice. So
Yeah, I've got a bit of a phobia, but I don't tend to retouch up any of my my figures. I suppose it's part of the. One day I'll sell these, and it has been painted by me. Nobody will buy it. But not really. Yeah. So let's have a look at some positives. It's wonderfully posable. You've got a lot of movement in most of the joints. You can do some pretty
yeah, he's very
virtual look.
that
posing.
the fight when Megatron and Prime are sort of going in each other in all the posters and all that. You'd definitely be able to get Prime to do that.
Yes. Oh, no, that's a shame because you've got no movement that way. You can't. Can you? No, the shoulder pad just gets in the way. But actually, looking at it from the front, that doesn't look too bad at all. So you can have a fairly decent action shooty pose. Look at me stoically shooting off into the distance with my legs wide and.
Decent. So I mean, look and posability, thumbs up.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't want to take the head.
I like the neck as well.
It's a good neck.
The neck, you can look up a little bit, look down a little bit. The Matrix.
There we go. I have decapitated him.
Really just ripped. Wow, it made a little pop noise and everything.
It's good noise. And pop. Oh, I hate changing heads. It's always slightly terrifying. I'm just going to put that on loosely because I don't want this head on.
I like the little dab of light blue for the eyes as well. It works nicely.
Yes, it does give. It does.
I think mine's got a wonky eye paint. I'm trying to...
I can't really see. Maybe.
One is like that one there. Looks great. Look at that. That is Optimus Prime's eye.
Yeah.
That one. Oh, it's got hay fever.
Well, it is quite a high pollen count today, perhaps.
Oh, and with it both of them there. Oh.
It's not too bad. I mean.
But then we have to talk about the price we paid for these figures.
Okay, so yeah, let's do that. We got free shipping because we spent over a certain amount of money by purchasing two figures. This figure has not appeared in any of the normal standard price outlets. So
nowhere, just like there was some like announcement shots as I saw it on.
Yeah.
And then you were like, he's in In-Demand Toys, and I was like, what?
ID got him really quickly. It's import, so therefore it was a slight premium. I think they were $26.99.
$26.99.
Yeah, which was actually the same price they still had Primal up for. So to that extent,
But it was
it's not too bad. And considering how much we paid for Cheetor, who is currently in the Star Action Figures sale for £9.99.
I didn't buy Cheetor.
Did you not get Cheetor?
I don't care.
Well, it's Cheetor and RC, wasn't it? They're the figures in the same range.
How much did we pay? Because RC wasn't that much. She was actually quite cheap, if I remember right.
Yeah, but the point being, we had to get them imported from another country to get them because they were not.
Didn't we import them from Spain or something ridiculous?
Did get them from Spain.
Yeah.
Pixelatoy that Exim Ferris found for us.
He did.
And a lovely person.
I'm sure it only worked out to like 15, 20 quid a figure.
I think you're persuading yourself it was cheaper than it was, but it was about 20 quid. I think. I don't think it was 15, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, for me, it's a very, very nice representation of one of the best versions of Optimus Prime.
Absolutely.
Prime is obviously just an outstanding Prime. Yes.
Prime.
Exactly. I mean, the show's definitely my favourite piece of Transformers media. Moving media, possibly not comics. It's probably comics. G1 UK comic is my favourite thing. But in terms of cartoons and live action and everything else, Prime is my favourite.
Yeah.
And the design of Prime, the sort of the melding of G1 and movie aesthetics came across really, really well with these guys. So that's nice. And all of the versions of this character, every single toy version has been nice, I think. And this is no exception. The only downsides to this really are it's made out of the rubbery plastic that all of the red figures are, which is very similar to the plastic that you get with sort of normal action figures like your G.I. Joe ones or your Marvel Legends or your Star Wars Black Series.
Yeah, I'm not big on. I don't get many action figures.
No.
But I'm sure they didn't used to feel like this.
No, I think a lot of the problem is that they're so chunky. So it's like the plastic.
It needs a firmer plastic.
Yeah, I think I'm sure there are all sorts of tolerance tests and whatnot done at Hasbro to work out what the best kind of plastic to use was. And as I say,
and then they used the cheapest.
Well, I mean,
this would be one, but it costs this much. This is the cheapest.
Yeah, I don't.
Footage of the meeting.
Again, not wanting to be a Hasbro apologist, but I don't think he's not quite as cut and dry as that, I'd imagine. But I think because of the nature of how chunksome these guys are compared to your standard human form, it does make a difference in terms of the plastic that you can use. But that said, these are very rubbery. We go to original Prime. He's a lot more sturdy. The plastic at the bottom. Again,
I quite like this Prime. I think it's quite.
Oh yeah, it's. I do like it. It's slightly oddly coloured. It's a sort of a weirdly muted red, which is.
Well, on the bright side, at least it's coloured.
Well, yes.
I'm going to have to say a major downside for this is I just feel like they didn't bother to paint it. It was just like they couldn't. This here is ugly dead grey, and it's here, it's all around the windows, it's his feet, it's bizarre on the back of his. I mean, this back of his arms.
I think the biggest problem with the paint on this is not the lack of paint apps, because it actually has roughly the same number of paint apps as the other Prime. It's the fact that the main colour is so unpleasant. It's just that it's slightly metallic, slightly pearlescent.
It's the dead grey. It's
dead grey. That's a really good way of putting it.
I don't like it at all.
No, but
It would look so much better if it was the same plastic they used for the box shot.
Yes. It was a bit more. It's a bit more metally in that.
I want that figure. I mean, this is nice. It will go into my Transformer Prime area.
Yeah.
But it could have been something that'd been like, ooh. Instead, it's just like, yeah, all right.
I just don't know what to think of the red range. It's just, or R.E.D. or whatever.
I keep saying I'm done with the red range, but Transformers Prime always pulls me in, and I want that Galvatron. But other than that, it's dead to me, this range.
Yeah, it's dead to me unless they keep doing more primes. But they've got at least 1 or 2 more primes to come, I think. They'll probably do, I don't know, some more primes. But, right. So let's sum up. Otherwise, we're going to end up waffling for another 30
my sum up
minutes.
is it's okay. It's fairly decent. So the weapon QC could be a little. Like, mine are all a bit janky. But
Yeah, I think my broken gun has slightly upset me.
I think because in here it's got the nice plastic sort of shell keeping it in place.
Yeah.
Here we've got tissue paper.
Yeah, I think the tissue paper has contributed to this breakage. When it was wrapped up, I would imagine, because how this was wrapped, it was wrapped and folded. So if this thin bit of plastic was sticking out when they folded it, that looks to be, to me, can you see? It's snapped backwards as if,
it was bent in the.
Yeah. So that very much to me seems like a. Can I be bothered to get this sorted out? I mean, I could complain to Hasbro and get probably nothing. But I don't know. It's not. I'd have to send it back to ID, and the ID would have to send me another one. And to be quite honest, I don't know if I can be bothered for the sake of an accessory that's probably going to end up in my box of accessories.
So yeah, I think it's okay. If they'd have painted it, it would have been really good.
Yeah.
But it's just okay to me. It is.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's kind of sums up Red on a whole. For
yeah,
me.
It does, doesn't it? It's alright.
I don't know. They're not cool enough to be proper Transformers, and they're not quite proper action figures either. They're just sort of. Mine's just not. But listen, better. They're just not.
Got wonky eyes.
You're obsessed with your wonky eyes.
But it looks like he's winking at me.
That's better. Yeah, they're just they don't really know what they want to be. I mean, there are plenty of non-Transformers versions of Transformers characters that work a lot better than the Red series. The only upside, I suppose, is that these aren't hugely expensive.
It's 27. That's quite a chunk.
Yeah, but that's the price with the. If you think about it, that's the price for the import price, and this G.I. Joe figure was 20 quid, a non-import price, and G.I. Joe figures are going up to 23, 24 quid a piece. Marvel Legends, the same sort of thing. Black Series are 25, 26 quid a figure these days. So this is it's a bigger, chunkier figure, and getting them at the sort of 20 to 25 pound price point is, I mean, it's not great, but
I'll see how much it costs when it gets to like Hasbro Pulse or whatever.
The ones I've got on order at Hasbro Pulse are about 24 quid for the.
That's just not.
Yeah, so the extra 3 quid, I wasn't too bothered to pay the extra 3 quid, to be honest. And as I say, I buy some Black Series figures, and I got a couple of Marvel Legends here and there. And I've been buying. They've brought out a range of Marvel Legends figures that are the 90s X-Men cell shaded figures, which are really nice. They come in really nice packaging. But they're costing me 26, 27 quid a figure for non-import prices from Hasbro Pulse. So price point wise, I don't think this is bad. Quality wise, it's about standard for these days. Paint app wise is quality wise, for the actual figure, is about standard for a normal action figure, I think. The rubbery plastic is a bit of a disappointment. The accessory count is good. The rubbery plastic of the accessories is bad. Yeah, it's fine. Do I regret buying it? No. Would I continue buying the entire range of Red figures based upon my experience with this figure? No.
I think that is about all we have to say about it.
Pretty much, I think so.
Stanley knife, thank God I've retracted the blade.
That could have been deadly. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah. So, in short, it's all right.
Yes. If we had a rating scale of best, worst, the middle point would be it's all right. And this is
All right.
all right.
Fingers on plastic.